Let's get this figured out. This road gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz, YouTube, Twitch, all other affiliates. What's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you for one last time for Madden 22. God willing. I always got to throw that part in there. Man, it's been a ride, though. I mean, Madden 22 wasn't as bad as, for me anyway, it wasn't as bad as everybody else, or a lot of people kind of made it out to be. I know it had its things, but it had a lot of workarounds in it. I enjoyed the movement. I like the movement of this particular game. It's smooth to me. You know, I mean, I know it gets a little DDA-ish, as they say, but you know, it's still, I like the movement. I like the direction that they're kind of going in with that. Hopefully once we jump into this 23 thing, you know, it'll be kind of, they'll kind of piggyback off of it, you know, move it forward a little bit, you know. So I think that's kind of the direction we're going in. So I really think that this is not only just the end of Madden 22, I think this is the end of an era, or of a particular era of Madden, unless they bring it back, of course, like they do everything else. But I just think this is the end of an era from what I'm seeing in terms of the movement, you know, in terms of the leaps and bounds seemingly the game has taken, you know, in terms of correcting the coverage and a few other things. I think the offensive line play, we still got a ways to go. But, you know, I'm looking forward to the challenge. I'm looking forward to, you know, unlocking all the things in the nuances of 23, you know, as I've done, you know, over this platform or these platforms or whatever over the last couple years. And 22 was fruitful. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat anything with you. 22, this is stuff has been life altering for me, you know, in a lot of ways. And so, you know, just being able to do the virtuals and putting the virtual sessions and stuff on my page has really just unlocked a new door for me. And so going into 23, we're just going to continue to do the same, man. We're going to bring you guys, go read the reviews, the best there is in teaching the fundamentals of Madden. I don't teach one play touchdowns and all that stuff, and that's not to say that there's anything wrong with that. You know, I let people do what they do. This is my lane right here. I feel like I own this lane of teaching the fundamentals of Madden. If there's somebody out there better, I'll take my hat off to them, and you know, we'll tap a cold one together. You know what I mean? But for real, this is what I do right now, and I think I'm really, really, really good at it. I'm efficient. I teach guys the things that make a difference. And so 22 as reference, I had some stats. I was keeping stats. See, folks didn't think I was keeping stats. 41 franchise Super Bowls won this year, attributed directly to, you know, the virtual sessions or one-on-one sessions and all that kind of stuff. I mean, in monetary figure, never mind. We'll stay away from that. But, you know, the gambling and all that kind of stuff, man, this was a great year. This was a great year, you know, for what I was putting out there and for what I was teaching. And so in 23, it's going to be much of the same. You know, as you see that little slant route taken to the house right there with a little bit of the reverse lead. The reverse lead is going to be a big thing on this game this year. I know they're going to call it skill-based passing, whatever, all that other stuff. Like you saw in the gameplay the other day, you know, when Clef kind of threw the ball back behind the receiver and everybody was amazed. The people who've been here know that this is something that was in Madden 20. So you've been able to do this stuff, but to EA's credit, they are giving us visual options to see it now. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm just interested in all the terminology and stuff that I hear now, and mechanics and all this stuff, because this is stuff that in years past I just don't recall hearing a lot of this. But now it is what it is. It's the space becomes crowded after a while, but that's why I sit where I sit and do what I do, because I feel like there's just not anybody better. So for you guys who have not come to Coach DC 404, any of the guys who are watching this video who have come to Coach DC 404 and I've either gotten a virtual session or a real session, they will tell you what the business is. It doesn't get any better. It simply does not get any better. And like I said, if there is, show me. But this is this is my lane. Everybody else has their lane of doing what they do. I have my lane of doing what I do. I don't claim to be the best Madden player in the world, but I guarantee you I'm the best at teaching the fundamentals of this game. Yeah, I can assure you of that part. And so, but going forward into the game, it's just little stuff we're going to have to learn. We're going to have to learn how to cut down our expectations. We're not going to be able to go deep, as much initially. We're going to have to learn how to play against the AI. And this is something that's real key that I've kind of figured out over the years of Madden, especially when it comes to passing. If I can figure out how to beat the AI, the user's no problem. Because what this game has become mostly a game of the AI breaks, and that's the reason why I have such a problem with it, is because I don't want to see one team's AI run across the field and get a pick from 30 yards away, and then see the other team where the guy clicks into the defender and drops 4 interceptions that hit him right in the hands. That's not what Madden needs to be, EA, if you ever listening to any of this nonsense. But yeah, you just got to understand, if Madden is to be a competitive sport, it needs to be fair and concise competition. Not certain guys getting the game early and everybody getting the advantage and the guys who have the best MUT teams. No, we're talking about pure Madden skills, or just make a different tournament for whatever, however it works. But this year, let's find out who the best Madden players in the country. Let these guys get online and let these guys compete. I have a lot of guys out here who placed last year very, very well. And I have some, you know what I mean. So, but the point is, we all want to know who the best Madden players are. And so let the game decide that, not the DDA, not the momentum meter and all the ridiculous nonsense and making the guy's offensive line just not block for a quarter and cutting the guy's speed and all this nonsense. Let guys line up, plug this game in, play it, compete on a fair playing field, and then see what happens. All the personalities, all the commercialization of whatever's going on, that's fine and dandy. I get that. That's part of the evolution of the game and in the community itself. That's fine. But let's find out who the best players are. Let's not place people there. Let's find out who the best players are. Period. Doesn't matter if it's Lil Johnny from, Buckshot, Idaho. It is what it is. Hey, I'm not letting a 6-year-old beat me. But yeah, you know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting this year. I know y'all, I'm just going off. But it's the end of the year, man. Y'all listen to me just do what I do. As you see me do what I do right there. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the stuff that we're teaching over at Coach DC 404. So put your pride aside, guys. $15 for a virtual session, $30 for a 1 hour one-on-one live mic session. You know, it's a lot to be learned, even for guys who are veterans of the game, who have played this game forever. I have guys as high as 66 or 67 years old, you know, has played every version of Madden just like I have, and taught him a whole new game. You check him out right now, boy. He will tear you, man, for real. Y'all get wrong out here. Man, but it's been fun, man. I'm telling you, I enjoy the platform. I enjoy the experience. I enjoy the relationships that I'm able to form, you know, with the guys that I meet through the virtual sessions, the one-on-ones, the interactions in the inboxes, the group me's, the discords, all that other stuff. All the people that I come across, man, this has been a great ride, and one that we're going to continue. Y'all know I started the year off with the great Tim Tebow, so I got an N22 off, man. Y'all don't know nothing about. Look at Tim, dog. The footwork, the 85, man. They didn't give Tim a chance, man. They didn't give Tim a chance. The great Tim Tebow. Hate if you want. But yeah, man, it's been fun, man. I enjoy this stuff, and I'm just looking forward to how much good, strong content that I'm gonna be able to come with. Gonna jump into the MUT thing this year. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna jump into it, man. I'm gonna have some fun though, cause I'm one of them guys. I play the game. I play a cerebral game, and so I figured this game here may be, you know, the most cerebral game that we probably had of Madden in a while, but we'll see. You know, the mechanics and all that stuff. I just want to show guys that you can not do it with anybody, but you can compete with anybody. I guarantee you. Anyway, man, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It is your boy, Coach DC.